6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister laid foundation stone of Danish School in Bagh, Azad Jammu and Kashmir today. Finance Minister has reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to advance business-to-business cooperation with friendly countries. Pakistan and Kyrgyzstan have agreed to strengthen digital collaboration and regional connectivity. Security forces have killed 30 Khawarij in 5 separate engagements in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, occupying troops martyred 935 children over the past 37 years. In T20 International Tri-Series, match between Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe is underway in Rawalpindi. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif laid the foundation stone of Danish School in Harigehal area of District Bagh, Azad Jammu and Kashmir today. Addressing the ceremony, he said this school will be completed by 23rd March next year to provide international standard and free education to deserving students. The Prime Minister said a similar school has already been established in Bhimber district, on which 35% of work has been completed, while another one in Neelam Valley will be established soon. The Prime Minister said Danish schools have opened up avenues of progress and development for hardworking students from underprivileged backgrounds. He said bright students of these schools are winning accolades across the world in different fields. The Prime Minister said Pakistan has achieved a dignified stature globally following its victory against India in May this year. He said the latest report submitted to the U.S. Congress by U.S.-China Economic and Security Review Commission clearly mentions Pakistan's success, while US President Donald Trump has also mentioned several times the downing of Indian jets by Pakistan. The Prime Minister said a day will come when Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir will be free and such Danish schools will be established there. He asked the newly elected AJK Prime Minister to set high standards of governance in Azad Jammu and Kashmir for development and prosperity of its people and assured him of federal government's all-out support in this regard. Minister for Finance and Revenue Mohammad Aurangzeb has reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to advance business-to-business cooperation with friendly countries in mining, renewable energy and industrial development sectors. He was talking to a 13-member delegation of Nigeria led by Federal Commissioner Imo Ifeong Akpan in Islamabad today. The Finance Minister apprised the delegation of Pakistan's macroeconomic progress and the government's reform agenda. The Finance Minister assured the delegation of Pakistan's readiness to continue supporting knowledge exchange and institutional collaboration with Nigerian counterparts. On the occasion, Imo Ifeong Akpan explained that their engagements in Pakistan are aimed at learning from Pakistan's experience in tax administration, customs modernization, resource management, and federal revenue sharing mechanisms. Pakistan and Sri Lanka have agreed to further expand their sports cooperation, terming it an effective means of promoting people-to-people contacts. The understanding to this effect was reached during a meeting between Minister for Information and Broadcasting Ataullah Tar and Sri Lankan Deputy Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports Sughat Telanka Krante along with the delegation in Islamabad today. Speaking on the occasion, Ataullah Tar said Pakistan is making concerted efforts to promote sports diplomacy in the region. The minister said Sri Lankan Deputy Sports Minister's visit is a clear manifestation of the long-standing and cordial ties between the two countries. On the occasion, the Sri Lankan delegation appreciated the foolproof arrangements made by Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi for the Tri-Nation series. Minister for Information Technology and Telecommunication Shaza Fatma Khaja participated in the 24th CAREC Ministerial Conference in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. She presented Pakistan's position on regional digital cooperation, connectivity, and investment opportunities. On the sidelines of the conference, she met Kyrgyzstan's Minister for Digital Development. Both countries agreed to strengthen digital collaboration and regional connectivity. Pakistan offered bandwidth support through the Karachi and Gwadar submarine cables. The discussions also covered joint fiber connectivity routes under the CAREC framework and the proposal to establish a joint technical connectivity group. The minister also held talks with Uzbekistan's Minister for Investment, Industry and Trade, focusing on digital trade, strategic regional connectivity. This is Radio Pakistan. Security forces have killed 30 Khawarij belonging to Indian proxy Fitna al-Khawarij in 5 separate engagements in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. According to ISPR, a targeted operation was conducted by security forces on reported presence of Khawarij in Kuram district. During the conduct of the operation, the troops sent 12 Khawarij to hell. In another intelligence-based operation in the same general area, 11 more Khawarij were successfully neutralized by the security forces. Meanwhile, an intelligence-based operation was conducted by the security forces in Moman district on the reported presence of Khawarij. During the conduct of the operation, 4 Khawarij were killed. Another intelligence-based operation was conducted in Lucky Marwat district. In the ensuing fire exchange, 2 Khawarij were effectively neutralized by the security forces. In an encounter that took place in Tak district, own troops successfully neutralized 1 more Khawarij. The participants of 27th National Security Workshop visited Gwadar, where they were briefed on the strategic importance of CPAC, safe operation of Gwadar Port and coastal surveillance system. During the visit, a special briefing was also organized at the China Business Center Gwadar, where the participants were apprised about the development projects at Gwadar Port. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, occupying troops have martyred 935 children over the past 37 years. This was revealed in the report released on World Children's Day being observed today by Kashmir Media Service. The report said the children remained most vulnerable victims of India's illegal occupation and military oppression. The report called for immediate international pressure on India and its Hindutva-driven military establishment to ensure protection of children's rights in the occupied territory. At least 32 Palestinians have been martyred in the latest Israeli forces attacks on Gaza in severe violation of the ceasefire agreement. The martyred include 12 children and 8 women. Since October 10 ceasefire, Israel has martyred 312 people and injured 760 others. The total number of Palestinians martyred by Israeli forces since October 7, 2023 has risen to 69,546. The World Health Organization has said it aims to vaccinate more than 40,000 children against various diseases in Gaza. The WHO and its partners have already vaccinated over 10,000 children under the age of 3 in the first 8 months of an initial phase of the campaign. WHO said Phase 1 of the program has been extended until Saturday and hopes to protect children against measles, mumps, rubella, diphtheria, tetanus, whooping cough, hepatitis B, tuberculosis, polio, rotavirus, and pneumonia. Phases 2 and 3 of the campaign are planned for December and January. The second match of T20 International Tri-Series between Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe is underway in Rawalpindi. And finally, the weather. Cold and dry weather with very cold in hilly areas is likely to prevail over most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. Cloudy weather with light rain and snowfall may occur in Gilgit-Baltistan. Smog during morning and night hours may develop over plain areas of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.